Don't provoke me to anger, or else you'll be in danger.
Ugh. Brother, ugh. What's that? What's that, brother?
Don't go anywhere. Don't
I'm
go
not.
anywhere.
I'm not.
More than you believe. More than you believe, I'm happy.
You aren't showing it.
I'm so happy, believe me. I'm so happy. Happy New Year.
Pick up everybody. It's your girl, Sofia here, aka Sophie, back here on Sophia's Football Talk to do some other type of content as we're moving on to talking about the title race in Italy, the Serie A, Napoli versus Inter, big clash, which on paper the game should have been good. The game should have had some cracking moments. For neutral, probably should have been hella entertaining. Some good, you know, lovely football. No, it was a snooze fest. It's 90 minutes that I will never get back. At least, or not at least. I was supposed to say at least we got 3 points. No, Inter fumbled the bag at the very end. Imagine by winning this game against Napoli, Inter would have been 4 points ahead. 4 points. That would have been incredible. Still 1 point now by obviously drawing 1-1. But lackluster game. The performance from Inter, I feel like defensively solid, but creating stuff, the only really, really good moment was that free kick from DiMarco, which we'll talk about. Because props to him. Wow. Wow. Before we fully dive in for this not so long live stream, we're just gonna, talk all things this game and focus on some of the future games for both of the teams. But before we do that, like this video here, and of course also subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, as we are on the road to 10K subscribers by the end of this year, and we got lots of months left to be able to do it. Consider becoming a SFT member. Link is in the description box, but also pinned in the chat. Another way to help support the channel. Let's go. So, the players that started, at least with Inter, we had, of course, Jan Sommer has been out. So you had Martinez in there in goal, Bisek, Acerbi, Bastoni, Di Marco, Dumfries, Mkhitaryan, Çalhanoğlu, Barella, Lautaro, and Thuram. Those were the guys, and solid team should be able to do it. And to be fair, you usually do be having Napoli's number, at least as of lately, tend to get the better of them 100% with, I believe, over 70-ish plus wins, with 47 of them being Napoli wins and 40 of them being draws. So that kind of says a lot. Inter tend to have the upper hand against Napoli. But today, crumbling at the very end, tried to hold on to this mid block, tried their best, and then it crumbled at the very end, unfortunately. I think it was a bit cowardly. You can do more of that when you're 2-0 up. Then maybe you kind of drag it on across, the 85th minute. But 1-0 up, that's a dangerous scoreline. Very disappointed. I am. Big up Dark Row. Hope you're doing well. Big up to you. Yeah, I am disappointed. I'm not gonna try to sugarcoat it by any means necessary. There's a reason why I, in the thumbnail and the title of this video, titled it as points drop, because that's how I feel. I feel like points were dropped, especially in the matter of how it was dropped. You're 1-0. So 1-0 to Inter. First goal came in the 22nd minute. A free kick from Di Marco. Wonderful, incredible free kick from Federico Di Marco. Wow. You kept on holding on wasn't much happening. Like literally, very little chances that Inter created. Haven't even fully like looked at the stats, but I probably should. Like, let me actually look because Inter had 60% possession, while Inter obviously had 45 shots on goal to Inter's one. It's clear. Inter didn't show up like that. They did. Could have been 4 points clear. I still do believe that Inter will win the league. Do not get it twisted. I 100% still do believe that. That hasn't changed by any means. Definitely hasn't changed at all. So, yeah, I do think Inter will do it regardless. But it's just still disappointing either way, you know? Oh, damn it. Man City's 2-1 up against Plymouth. Damn it. Let's forget about that. Either way. Sorry, I had to check some stats here. We move. I do feel like some of the changes that were being made, I mean, obviously, couldn't do much with the fact that Shanalonglu had to be subbed up pretty early on in the first half. Like, what are you going to do with that? Getting a knock, and then Pavard came in. So you couldn't do much with that, basically. That is that, you know? But it was more so in the second half, to be fair. Korea subbed in for Thuram in the 65th minute. And then in the 80th minute, Bastoni and Mickey got subbed out for De Vrij and Fratesi. Those two in particular probably might not have been the best substitutions there. And that is something that Inzaghi got to hold. We back you up. We big you up when you get something right. When you get something wrong, we will criticize you. We will let that be known 100%. So, yeah, I just expected a bit more. I was saying for my preview that it was going to be 2-1. I did say goals was going to be scored. But I apparently was wrong with how it happened. Because it ended in 1-1. Which leaves a little bit of a bad taste in my mouth, because you can think back like this game, maybe that can be something you think back on. I think Napoli, you make sure that Napoli has more of that title race, that hope for that going on. And Inter could have made sure that that would have been a wrap, but we didn't. Didn't at all. And that is the annoying part of it, is that it could have literally been, I wouldn't say wrapped up, but it would have been a bit more like, okay, difficult to kind of keep going a bit. And especially, I mean, Napoli, they're not in the Champions League. Inter is still in the Champions League. Still in, also semi-final of the Coppa Italia. So there's a lot of games. So you have to, of course, prioritize here and there, but want to win the league again, 100%. But imagine if you just would have won the game, you would have added a bit more, okay, a bigger gap between you and the second place holder currently, the ones that are still in the title race, and made sure that maybe in certain games you can rest here and there. But now, still right back, still right behind you. That is not all easy by any means. It ain't. So, just gotta deal with it, I guess. But let's look at the next games for both teams, shall we? We probably should be doing that. Because I want to see something. Let me remove this. Get the likes, by the way, people. Because seriously, the more likes we get, the more we're able to push the video out there for new people to see and new people to react to. That's not it. This one, we'll just do this one. Okay. So, we'll take Inter's next games. Here you go. So, obviously, Napoli, of course. Feyenoord is the next one in the Champions League away. And then it's Monza at home in the league. Feyenoord at home in the Champions League. And then Atalanta away. That can be tough. That could definitely 100% be a tough game in the league. And then Udinese at home. So, yes, still, of course, 58 points, 57 points here for Napoli. Atalanta is right there as well. I'm wondering, did Atalanta win their game earlier today? Did they? Oh, no, 0-0. Okay, they didn't. Interesting. So for Napoli, Napoli, we have, let's look at their next fixtures. Fiorentina at home. Fiorentina could be a tough one. They might fumble there. I think, is it Venezia? Yes, Venezia away. Milan at home. Yep, tough one. And then, is this Bologna? Yes, Bologna. That's Bologna at home. And then Venezia away. So some tough. I mean, they lost to Como. They dropped points to Lazio. They dropped points to Udinese. They dropped points to Roma. So in the league, they haven't really been like fully on it. But it's still just 1 point behind. And I think they're okay with maybe drawing to an Inter. They'll be like, yo, we'll take that draw. Like, let's go, class. No issue with that. We'll deal with it. That's fine. But with Inter, it's a game where we should have capitalized 100%. Should have been able to do something, but Inter didn't. And that is the frustrating part of it, you know? But we move. Nothing more else to say about that. We move. So I still believe, like I said, I haven't given up with the fact that Inter, in my opinion, will win Serie come May. I think you'll see Inter lifted 100%. But you got to be able to capitalize, though. To 1 point ahead, you still have the upper hand. Make sure you don't drop any points. Don't do it, at least not unnecessary points. Win the games that you should be winning. Because there's not that many tough games necessarily for Inter in the league. That many. Like I said, Atalanta away could be a very oof. But like a Monza and Udinese, even though we did struggle last season, I do think we should do it this season as well, though. Pick up Eddie. Hope you're doing well. I don't know if you watched the game, Eddie, but Lord have mercy, snooze fest. Boring game. It wasn't a good game. It was quite boring, unfortunately. But we do what we do. Yes, the Marco goal was indeed special. I agree. Goal of the month worthy. 100%. Great. The guy can score bangers. He can. 100%. Imagine if Man United had a player like DeMarco. We would cook. We would actually cook. Because he offers so much, such a versatile type of player. I just love it. I just do. By the way, Madrid dropped the points to Real Betis. They lost 2-1. I was watching the game, or most of it at least. So, oof. Yikes. So that title race in La Liga is also kind of going quite strong, isn't it? It ain't easy in these streets. It ain't easy whatsoever. It ain't easy. So there you have that, peeps. There you have that. Legit. Anything else we're going to talk about before we slowly wrap up? And he says, I was in and out of it. Yeah, KG Kitai. Yeah, it. Minutes I won't get back. Hopefully, Man United Fulham can be good tomorrow. The fact I'm saying Man United Fulham can be good. That's going to be horrible as well. Probably even worse. I can't win. I just hope that we win tomorrow. But hey, we move, guys. This was just going to be a quick get my thoughts, full on raw reaction after the game. We will continue to put up into content, especially when it comes to like the big games here and there. So, and a lot of other types of football. So you make sure that you like the video, because the more likes we get, the more we're able to push the video out there for new people to see and new people to react to and indulge with, and enjoy. So yeah, subscribe as well, on the road to 10K subscribers. Join the SFT membership. Link is in the description box. And I will see you already back tomorrow, right after the Man United Fulham game. I beg, it's been a rough week, so I beg that he can finish off strong. I beg. Please. Goodbye, everybody. Goodbye.